I really thought it was a very, very thorough game for our team, and I let them know that. I said it after the second period when I thought they were, had played well, and at the end of the game, if a coach is going to pick on one thing, it might have been that we didn't quite get out of the second and the third period as smoothly as I might have liked to, mostly because we drew a couple of penalties, but thankfully we killed them off. I think we were able to draw a penalty against Maine in that second, which probably help matters. But, from shots on goal, from the territorial, I thought the kids had a lot of jump, a lot of energy. I liked their forechecking game here tonight. And as always, Maine was super resilient, the back part of the game, and creating some very good opportunities that forced Kareen to not only make some big saves, but, she had to handle the puck quite a bit late in the game. And I think it made life a little bit easier for our defense, because they could get a back of the net to the corner pass, facing up ice with their toes up ice. And that's always a lot easier than having to go to the backboard, with your back to the play.
Thanks, Coach. We'll take some questions now.
Coach, coming back with just 11 forwards after a long layoff, what was the strategy when it came to working out shift timing and things of that nature?
Yeah, I think the strategy we try to employ is that, we wanted to be careful with Emma Wuthridge. It was her first game back. She's coming off a surgery and has had about the right time for healing, and even a decent amount of time with the conditioning. She's probably the person that benefited the most from the last couple of weeks, because it took her further into the rehab, gave her a few more days to skate. And I was really happy that we were able to keep her shifts to a very reasonable number, because we would love for her to play tomorrow, but it's going to be a matter of how she's feeling, how the trainers are. It's a quick turnaround. Late in the game, Rachel Allen, who has this marvelous ability to sit for a period and a half or most of it, and then she comes out there like she was the most warmed up and prepared person on the team. And she did a great job with, I don't know if it was 3, 4, or 5, probably 4 or 5 real nice defensive type of shifts that helped us going down. But other than that, I think it's up to the kids to not get caught with long shifts, particularly when you're buzzing in the offensive zone. If one person changes, well, that's 33% of your forward line. If a defenseman maybe does the same, now you've got 40% of your groups not caught out there. And it helps, particularly if the other team gets it out and gets to your zone. So give the kids a lot of credit. They managed it well. And my coaching staff, I think, did a good job with Emma, keeping her, in a good position.
You talked about prior to the game, you were trying to find the balance between finding your team's legs and not over-tiring them prior to 2 games this weekend. I really felt like you did that, at least for game 1. Did you feel the same way? And do you feel like you still have some way to go for game 2 tomorrow, and that hasn't been proven yet?
Well, game 2 is your bounce back. Game 1, there's an awful lot of energy. There's maybe a whisker of motivation because, Maine was the team that bumped us out last year. They were also the team that had to ride today on a bus. That will be different tomorrow. They'll get a good night's rest. They'll do their thing to be prepared for tomorrow. And now they'll have a little bit of energy because, we got the first game of the series. So let's see how we bounce back. Let's see what we can do to make sure we're prepared and not give them an easy road or give them a jump because they come out with a little more energy. And but these kids are used to it. It's hockey. It's just that at this time of the year, you're probably on your 12th or 13th back-to-back weekend. And I think we're on our second one. So, that's the part that's going to be interesting to see. But thankfully, they're, young kids who have that bounce back. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed they can, plus 11 forwards, does allow you to spread the time out pretty well. And hopefully they'll answer tomorrow.
A little bit of a historical note. Today, the first ever back-to-back BU games here at Walter Brown Arena. Just wanted to get your thoughts on, the special day here.
All right. Well, maybe I'll check your bio to see if you're a history major here at BU, but any which way, it was slightly news to me because I didn't think about it, but I read about it this morning. And always nice to have a first, you know, to have something that hadn't happened before that was out there. You know, I guess I was part of the first, you know, men's and women's doubleheader over at the Gannis Arena when we first played over there years ago. But you know what? We're all proud of both buildings. This is our home building, and I was glad that the kids held serve here on both teams. You know, the guys obviously had a great weekend, and our team was able to get a W. So let's see if we can add to it tomorrow, and most importantly, just continue to play well going forward.